Hey friend, welcome back to Bible Tract Echoes. I'm Micah McCurry, your host. I want to thank you so very much for taking of your time and joining me right here today. Now, I've mentioned throughout this week our many partners across the world, but I want to bring to your attention one that's closer to home. It's still not excessively close. It's out west. God is working in Montana. Now, we have quality partners abroad and at home. And as I mentioned earlier this week, we consider it a privilege to work alongside the caliber of men and women of God with whom God has blessed BTI. These are devoted Christians who dedicate their time, energy, and resources to the work of the Great Commission. But these dear co-laborers are not just outside of our American borders. We're blessed with many of these partners right here at home. And I, for just a moment here via radio, I'm honored to introduce to you a few friends of BTI and the work of the gospel. I hope you'll take a moment to consider the great work already begun through my friend Pastor Todd Harrison and Pastor Greiner in Montana. Now, I love church planting here at BTI, and we hope that you might catch these men's visions for reaching America, specifically Montana. I want you to pray for these dear folks and consider giving so that BTI can continue to supply them and many more just like them with even more resources. I asked Pastor Todd Harrison. He's the pastor of Bible Baptist Church in Normal, Illinois. That's actually the former home church of Pastor Mark Smith, the previous BTI director. That was his home church. And now he's pastoring, of course, in Western Pennsylvania. Mark Smith is. But his pastor was Todd Harrison. And he said this: he's excited to have BTI's assistance with custom tracts for a church plant in a place called, get this, Anaconda, Montana, in the spring of 25. That's coming up quick. The USA is a mission field, and one of the greatest needs is the western portion of our vast country. As I drove around, he said, the area of Anaconda, the Greiners continue to mention town after town with no gospel witness. Their desire is for the church they'll be planting. It's called Smelter City Baptist Church. Smelter City Baptist Church, and you can find them online at scbcmt.com, scbcmt.com. Their hope is that it will be a launching pad for future church plants in this needy area. Pastor Caleb and his wife Alyssa Greiner, they're called by God to this challenging area. Points out that they, at Bible Baptist, are excited to help this young couple as they follow God's direction for this work in Anaconda. And he mentions as well, I'll mention on this radio publicly, if you'd like to assist with this opportunity, feel free to contact Bible Baptist Church, Pastor Harrison. Let me give you their number. You can call them at 309-662-3617. One more time, 309-662-3617. You can visit bbcnormal@gmail.com. That is their email address. Visit bbcnormal@gmail.com. Pastor Todd Harrison has my confidence. I'm excited for him, what they're doing. Any man that is a part of church planning is willing to put his neck on the line to make it happen. I have incredible respect for. Smelter City Baptist Church will be starting April 6th of 2025, and we are sending them 10,000 gospel tracts from BTI. We're doing that free of charge. They're actually custom tracts that we would normally charge for, but we decided to do it for free because we want to have a part in this. And of course, if you'd like to help support that, it costs about, I think, $800 or so for us to do that for them. 800 to 1,000 or so. If you'd like to help support that, so I'd love to print even more for them. We have many other projects on the docket that we're working on in places like we have, of course, Montana, Mexico, 100,000 tracts we sent recently, Guyana, 20,000 tracts, Uganda, 50,000, Moldova, 10,000 tracts. That's over by Ukraine, 30,000 tracts. That costs $2,500. Kenya, about 100,000. Madagascar, about 100,000. Approximate cost of about $10,000. Fiji, we just sent 100,000 tracts. God is at work here, but God uses his people. Let's hear from Pastor Caleb Greiner here for just a moment. He says this: we are so thankful that BTI is providing tracts for us. The people here in Montana, and specifically areas surrounding Anaconda, Montana, are searching and hungry for something missing in their lives. Thank you to those who will contribute to this project and allow us to share the gospel with so many people and families. While serving in a town about 30 minutes from Anaconda, many families would visit in search of a good church to attend. Through this realization, the Lord began to burden our hearts for the town of Anaconda and their need for a clear gospel light. And we're excited about what God is doing as He continues to build Smelter City Baptist Church in Anaconda, Montana. I'm looking at a picture here of him and his dear wife, Alyssa. Let me encourage you to pray for them. And honestly, the Lord's put on my heart, I would love for BTI to do a gospel film for the people of Montana. But realize again, that costs money. That takes time, effort, and energy, and we'd love for you to support that. If the Lord leads you to, visit us at BibleTractsInc.org, and maybe you could be a part of that. Last thing for right now that I want to talk about, there's so much more. Actually, I'm sorry, I lied. 2 things very quickly here. We had the opportunity to bring on another staff member recently, and it's another McCurry. Can you believe that? Who could it possibly be? Well, actually, my youngest brother, Ethan. One of the reasons we are doing so much with custom work with websites and things like that is because of my brother. He came on in about May timeframe or so, and he's a wonderful designer. And actually this week he's working on a logo design, a full rebrand for a church out east. And his dear wife Kimmy and their son Matthew, he is just a chunk of cuteness. He's a little boy about a year old. He's my youngest brother, and we're so happy to welcome him aboard. He's a great designer, and he's already tackled some projects that I've mentioned, the projects that have made a tremendous impact for the gospel's sake. And beyond his design talents, he's a family man, and I'm thankful for them and their desire to serve the Lord. So please join us in welcoming Ethan. If you'd like to have something designed by him and our design team, don't hesitate to reach out to them by email, custom@BibleTractsInc.org. That's custom@BibleTractsInc.org. I mentioned there's one more thing I want to talk about. We printed some incredible coffee table quality Gospels of John for one of our great partners in New Zealand. I'll just start from the top here. Our desire is to reach the people of New Zealand with a personal touch. We want to reach the world with a personal touch, but right now we're talking about New Zealand. As we've mentioned many times, we are so very thankful for quality partners at home and abroad. We strongly desire to match the excellence of our allies, people like you, with high quality products that they can use to reach their mission fields, no matter where they may be, here at home in America, Montana, or elsewhere. Recently, we were able to match the quality of our partners with the quality of our products in an incredible way. And I'm excited to tell you about the New Zealand edition of the Gospel of John that BTI just produced. A dear friend of our ministry, Josh Swarga, he's a missionary in New Zealand. He has only been on the field for a few years, but what a job he's already done. A few weeks ago, God used him to plant the seeds of a new gospel preaching church in Matamata, New Zealand. BTI is so thankful for his ministry and heart to reach Kiwis. We're also thankful for the privilege of partnering with him to print this beautiful edition of the Gospel of John. This one-of-a-kind piece is a coffee table grade, beautifully designed production that Josh poured himself into designing. BTI then applied some finishing touches and printed this lovely presentation of God's Word. Incredibly, get this, every picture, now there's about 85 or 86 pictures, I think, in this Gospel of John. Every picture, it has like a soft touch cover on it. It's beautiful. Every picture laid alongside the Bible passages in this Gospel of John is from Matamata. These stunning shots are from places residents of Matamata would recognize. Our hope and what we've already seen was that the people who received this unique gift would pause and look with fresh eyes at God's eternal word in a format they've never seen before. We've already seen this. People have come to church as a result of getting this Gospel of John. In the lead up to the church's first official services there in Matamata, the town was blanketed with Christians giving these Gospels of John to the townspeople. Josh and his co-laborers went door to door throughout the town, offering these gorgeous gifts free of charge to each family in Matamata. You realize that something similar to these, that we've seen some online, they can retail for like $39, almost $40, and we're giving them away for free. Though New Zealand is known for its atheistic and agnostic society, the response was overwhelmingly positive. We are excited to see what God continues to do through these gospel seeds. Right now, you can actually get your own edition of this wonderful gospel tool. If you want to order a Matter edition of the Gospel of John, you can do so right now at BibleTractsInc.org. They'd make a lovely Christmas gift for family and friends, and of course come with a beautiful story of what God is doing on the other side of the world. Maybe you'd like to order some, and maybe you'd like to put it on your coffee table, on your desk, so you can remember to pray for those around the world. Pastors, if you're interested in a similar concept for your town, we would love to get your proposal on what it might cost to make a custom Gospel of John to reach the people in your community. Just email me, Micah at BibleTractsInc.org. That's Micah, M-I-C-A-H, at BibleTractsInc.org. You can also text me. And if you need help finding that link to order this Gospel of John, or maybe you want more information, just text me at 309-316-7240. Friend, I'm so very thankful for each and every one of you. And I'm going to end, I so very rarely talk about how people can give to BTI. I've done it a couple times this week. Maybe I do it a total of 20 times throughout the year. I don't know. I'm probably using up 5 of them right now. But let me point this out very quickly. BTI receives all sorts of donations each year. Partners often send checks or set up recurring gifts via credit card. We've also been given stocks, insurance policies, cash, foreign currency. We can even accept cryptocurrencies, if you believe that. But we wanted to inform you of another way some may be led to give. Because we are a registered 501c3 and all of that, you can actually give a tax-deductible gift of any kind, but you can also donate property and vehicles, real estate and vehicles to BTI. A generous gift of maybe property or a vehicle, we could use that to fund tract printing, which would be an incredible blessing. You could literally turn a car into tracts. It's not magic, it's just an investment. We'll call it that. If you have questions, I'd love for you to reach out to me. You can discover how you could further the work of BTI and potentially see many souls saved through a donation of real estate or a car or truck or something along those lines. If you have more questions, text me, 309-316-7240. Visit us online, BibleTractsInc.org. Make sure you follow directions when you text me. The bounce back text that you get, fill in your information so I know who's texting me, because I get a lot of spam sometimes. So text me at 309-316-7240. One more time, real slow, 309-316-7240. Have a great day for His glory. We'll plan on talking to you soon. God bless.
Thank you for joining us today for Bible Tract Echoes, a ministry of Bible Tracts Incorporated. If you would like to receive a free sample booklet of all of our tracts, you can contact us by calling 309-828-6888. That's 309-828-6888. Our mailing address is P.O. Box 130, Dwight, Illinois 60420. A faster way to contact us is to go to our website at BibleTractsInc.org. That's BibleTractsInc.org. There you will find more information about our ministry and details on how you can support Bible Tracts Incorporated. Thanks for listening, and may the Lord richly bless you as you serve Him.